Okay, the chicken is done. And you get to see how scrumptious this chicken is. We'll just get the other, so I'll burn myself. You see how delicious? It looks like it's been barbecued. Unfortunately, I have nowhere to place it right now. So let me move my stuff right here. I'm going to place this here. That's the chicken. And then, now we have the soup that I want to show you what I'm going to do with the soup. I'm going to take a plate. Sorry about that. Let me just run some water on this real quick. Make sure it's okay. I don't know. I have millions of these, and of course I can't find them, so I just want to run some soap because I'm not sure if anything was raw when I touched this, so let's play it safe so we don't contaminate one food to another. Just do it one more time. I'm a stickler about this. I just think it's very important to have good sanitization in the kitchen because you can transmit one bacteria to another, but we don't want to talk about that when we're cooking, but just make sure you have good, and make sure you wash everything and make sure everything's clean. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take the chicken out like I told you. This is the chicken completely on the bone. Look, no worries, no bone. It's going to be in your soup. I'm going to take this out, and then I'm going to take the chicken. It's so simple. Let me take a large bowl, and I'm just going to take, and you're going to see how it falls off the bone, and it's going to be very hot. Extremely hot. Let's see if I can do it with this. Okay. And we're going to take the chicken. We're just going to take all its meat and we're going to place it in my soup. It's not very hard to do. It's very simple because it just falls apart. And then everything goes in the soup. No bones, minus the bones, of course. Actually, I would love to show you what I love to do, but I like bones. I like chewing off the bones. I know it sounds disgusting. I sound like a carnivore, but I really do. It's a thing in my family that we love bones. We like eating every last morsel of the bone. But, of course, I won't do that to you guys. That's not really good. So this is a safe way to make sure that nothing has bone. You don't have to worry about the soup having bone on it. And you have all your soup, all your chicken. I'm going to use a little bit of the fat. I think it's good for the reasons that I'm using it, and that's why they say use chicken soup, because I think the fat does something to help the stomach and so I wasn't crazy about. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did with that one. This time I'm going to do a little bit faster. I'm just going to rip it apart. And I won't tell you what I'm going to do later with the bones, but, I like bones. Some people gross out. I'm going to keep the fat. Some people, you can remove the fat. If you don't like the fat, that's fine. I think the fat is healthy. It helps with the stomach, especially if you've got some little issues going on there. It gets your metabolism going in the right direction. And that's your choice. You can always take the skin off. It's cool. But you see how you panicked? I'm sure, oh my gosh, she's putting the bone in the soup. What's going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. But it's not a big deal. It's totally not a big deal because here you are, you have such control of no bones going in your soup. and you get the flavor from the bone, because that's the way you should cook, is with the bone, because it just gives it a more, it's just, you get the taste of the chicken and the fat. I don't want to say fat, but you know what, unfortunately it is the fat. You need the fat. To make a good chicken soup, you need the fat of the chicken. I'm trying to avoid that, but I'm sorry, that's what makes a good chicken. Okay, in the soup we go. Now you see, for those 2 pieces, we had a lot of chicken, so we're good. We're definitely good. Okay, here we have the broccoli, and you can see it's all nice. We're going to come back in a few minutes, and we're going to plate everything, so we'll see you shortly. And we're going to start plating. Pretty much done, actually. So this is the rice that I added egg to. It's going to be absolutely delicious. We also add a little bit of salt. Oh, I forgot to tell you. When it was boiling, I added salt. And I also added salt in the broccoli too. I'd say about less than a quarter teaspoon. Okay, so we have the rice. I'm going to take a few pieces of broccoli. And this is the steamed broccoli. And we're going to take the barbecue chicken. And there we go. Does that not look delicious? Oh, wait. That's one meal. So now we have the soup. We're going to take a bowl. Let's take a ladle. Okay. So we're going to use this one. Of course you could use that one too with the egg. It's not a big deal. But we're going to use the one that we just steamed. Because, remember, we're doing it for the little kid that's sick right now. He doesn't need an egg, which may make him a little not feel so much. So we're going to take it. We're going to ladle some delicious chicken, carrots, celery. Okay. Now that would be what I would serve my child, but for an adult, I am going to take some broccoli and put it in there too, because I like broccoli. And I will show you what it all looks like when it comes together. And this was all done within an hour. And you have 2 meals in one. And here we go. And this is your soup. That looks yummy. Thank you. And please go to www.chatmemore and please look for my book, my cooking book that's coming up probably within the next few months. And thank you, and I'm looking forward to my next recipe with you. Have a great evening.